bullshit. You went to Harvard. Congratulations, you just made one of my theories completely shot. The theory that smart people ain't stupid enough to be bigots. And now it's all shot. Thank you. And it drives me insane. It does. It drives me insane that I still. It drives me insane that you can be this. You can murder people. You can kill people accidentally, such as Leonard Little, and that did happen. And it don't matter. None of it matters. You drive drunk and you kill somebody, whatever, we'll see you next week. But be something other than what the league, what is demanded by this group, and oh my God, the sky is falling. I cannot stress just how angry this makes me. And it isn't just because I actually was an Adrian Peterson. I celebrated with this man. I took this guy's fight to come back from his injury. I took that personally. I sat there and cheered this man on. And then it all goes out the window. All of it gone. Shot to shit. Gone. Blown the fuck up. Because he said the one thing I hope he never said. Not that he hates gay people. I've heard it before. And you see the backlash against him. And by the way, Tim Hardaway played the majority of his career in San Francisco. And he came out in San Francisco. And he came out and said, I hate gay people. See what happened? Now, the reason I'm so angry about the Peterson thing is because it doesn't make sense to me. You have relatives. You have people who know this struggle, who see this struggle, and your response is to come out against what they want. Equality. Let's call it what it is, okay? Equality. He came out and said, I'm not with equality. That's what it is. See, this whole marriage thing ain't about aping straight marriage. It's not about that. It's about getting the recognition that comes with it. Some of us, hey, we can be happy about it, but we'll never get married. But there's legal ramifications to this. That's my problem. And if you came out on the wrong side of history, and now I don't know. I don't know what to think. Are you a bigot? You're saying you are one. You say it. And yes, it may seem like an extreme position to take. I don't usually take extreme positions. I've defended myself against many things. Being told my wrestling opinions are bad, which I don't care because I know better. They're great. Kiss my ass if you don't like it. But I will not be accused of taking an extreme position about this because I actually do feel emotionally about this. And it bothers me. It bothers me because I'm getting let down by people that I thought were more fair. A Chris Cluey, a Brendan Badeo could not exist in their social concepts. They could have definitely played in the mid-90s and the early 90s, but this is different. This is different. See? It bothers me because this guy had never given me a reason to be angry with him. Even what happened in Houston, because that was a trap and everybody saw it was a trap. This, I don't know what I can do. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't think I can do it with him anymore, so to speak. And it doesn't make him a bigot. It makes him somebody that has agreed to be on the wrong side of history. It means he's thrown in his lot with the bad guys, with Alec. He's in with these people. He's in with the motherfuckers who passed that amendment in Wisconsin. He's in with those Prop 8 cocksuckers. And that's where I start getting hurt. It's like rich people being Republicans. Whatever. It's something you expect, but it hurts. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop rooting for somebody because he votes Republican, although the way the party has gone lately, yes, I would suddenly stop rooting for somebody that told me he was Republican. In today's climate, these Tea Party douches, those are the people that I'd be finished with. Those are the people I'm just, you're out. You know, those are the people I'm done with. So, it just, I gotta get off this subject too, because it's driving me insane. And I was already insane. So, another reason I haven't recorded a video in a while was because it was finals. And as you know, I'm a neurotic. Woody Allen level. My final grades, which in one aspect would say that I worried too much, I got 2 A's and 2 B's. Don't sound like I did too badly, right? But I feel like I'm slipping. You know, sometimes school becomes a weight. Sometimes I just want to stay home, but I know better. It's like, I know if I stay home too much, what will happen? I get expelled. And no one's ever had to expel me from anything. Oh, except the bar, too, but that's something different. That's something entirely different. But I shut down my social life. I had to worry. I worried basically about my grades, my finals, and it was so bad that I studied to study. Basically, I mean, usually some friends of mine I know crib like a night or two before the tests, and then go out there and just take care of things, right? It's not what happened with me. I overdid it because I was frightened. I was scared I was going to fail. And yes, I know that sounds like the every semester. I could have turned in every report, did everything I was asked to do, and I would still be afraid I would fail, because it's happened to me before. Failure is something you grow from, but success also leads you to do things that you would normally not do. In my case, and I suppose the statute of limitations has run out now, so I can talk about this. I showed up to class, one of my classes, I won't say which one, but there were 4 of them, and you should be able to figure out which one. I showed up to one of my classes tipsy, this close to drunk. I can do that. I'm not bragging, I'm saying. And I took that chance because I don't know, I thought that, not that it was a good idea or anything, but that it was a stressful, I thought it was going to be a stressful day, and I kind of needed to get my mind off of it. I think this was when my iPod had just gone out, so it was like, oh, my iPod was going out, I'm sorry. My iPod was going out, and so I showed up drunk to class, well, tipsy, not drunk. And it was actually fun, but I would never do that again. Because that whole time I was scared something bad was going to happen. And it's not something I like doing either. I'll never do it again. I have no fun of any kind anymore. Because, and I know what this sounds like, because it's like, why am I bothering, you know? Well, the truth is, when school is in session, I stress. I'm a powerful stressor. My brother tells me one day I'm going to check out because I stress so much. And I drive myself so hard because I was only in my third or fourth semester. I'm trying to remember when my mother passed away. And I thought very strongly about quitting because it was like, I felt that my inspiration had gone. And only through a lot of soul searching did I decide I was going to finish, but I decided to stop. I don't have as much fun with it as I used to now. It's like, that's one of the reasons why I'm so active in class and all that stuff, because I gotta prove I know the material. And it haunts me because I used to have a lot more fun in school. It used to be in, test, A, out. And I don't mean they on the test, I mean in class. But it's not as much fun, you know. It's like I worry And I worry and I worry and I worry. And that all carries over into the summer. It all carries over into the summer, right? And I got a lot to do. I've been, last week or two, I've basically been face down on my pillow trying to catch up on things I missed. I'm afraid to do what I used to do. I used to go on hookup sites and all that stuff, right? And I haven't done that in a while. And I can't explain why. One could say it's a confidence issue, but it's not that. It's not a confidence issue. I don't know what it is. I'll probably start doing it again eventually. But turning 30, right, has made me re-examine a few things. And see, I never thought that I would ever make it to 30. It seemed like it's like something so far off, you know, like trying to walk from here to Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. You know, it's like that. It'll take you what, 4 or 5 years to get there on foot? 7, 8? Who knows? Let's assume you make it at all to Ulaanbaatar on foot, no help from wheels. Although you do get to cross the ocean. So then it got here and it forced me to re-examine myself. And if I examine myself too much, I'm going to crawl under my bed and never come out. That ain't good. So, I'm 30. And I thought by now I would lose some of my sight ability. I thought by now I would have settled down and all this stuff, and it turns out I don't want to yet. I had a girl. I love very much. And thanks to the miracle, the magic of distance, I drove her away. I got to see her, at the end. And I didn't get to be with her as much as I would have liked. But I'll live with it for now. And I'm kind of burned out on emotion right now because I got up too early this morning after this great dream where, well, I won't talk about it because it probably won't come true. And if I see this guy on one of these shows, I'll tell you what the dream was, because I remember what it was. I remember who it was. I remember what was in that dream. I remember what TV show it was. So if I see this guy on there, I'll tell you. I'm burned out right now on emotion. I don't have a lot of anger in me right now. Some disappointment, but I'll get over it. So, I know what I want to finish up with. Next week. The conclusion of this week, it will be June 1st. I'm talking about Friday, or Saturday. That's right, Saturday. It'll be June 1st. As you all know, early June is Pride Month. Or June begins Pride Month, you know what I mean. So, what I'm going to do is, I got a pride story, a couple of pride stories actually, because I've always had, except for 1 year, and there's a good reason why I had that one. I'm not going to tell you why that is, but I've always had a good experience at Pride. An experience that usually trails off into smoke later on in the year. But that's my fault. And I hope this year I break a personal streak that has plagued me since Pride 2004. And for those of you who are paying attention, that's 9 years. 9 Prides. I've gone to every one of them. I got a personal streak going that I will eventually break, but that probably won't be until I'm in my mid-40s, and by then no one will give a fuck. So, it's going to be Pride, and it's going to be fun, and I'm not going to give a shit. I need a better web camera, what the fuck ever. I'm disappointed. Finding out your heroes have feet of clay. That's how life is. So, Pride, right? One last thing, and then I'll end this video, because we're at 1 hour and 6, and it's like 17 minutes more than I thought I was going. I have so many old friends that I really would like to reconnect with, whether through Facebook, whether through personal email. But if any of you remember my best friend from 2000 to about 2003. His name was Jesse. Any of you who watch this video know him. He used to live in Chicago. He used to live out in Albany Park. Any of you know him? I would like to talk to him just one more time. Just once. Because that man everything. Including a slap in the head, but that he's not gonna let me do, so you take what you can get. So just if you know the guy, show him this video. Make sure he sits all the way through to the end, because he's got a short attention span. Bastard. Anyway. Thanks for listening to me rant. Can't thank y'all enough for giving me this forum, and, well, I am who I am.